very like strong mid-game draft for this team. It feels like overall. Guys, who do you favor as we're getting ready to hand it off to the commentators?
I like Malaysia's.
Blinked in the blink strike yet. Not that he probably wanted to blink in there anyways, but for Malaysia, it's just going to be about sitting back, get the Trinkle regen, kicking in for Ohaiyo, getting back full HP, and every little bit of mana getting thrown out is mana that's not being returned. Ky.xY in the mid lane goes in for the kill. He ignores the courier. Once S4 will get S4. First blood to your Viper mid.
Very sneaky. Nicely done with that wraparound. Smart play to go for the first blood over the courier.
And I think he kind of knew that S4 was not backing off. His crew was going to be coming back, and he was ready to flank him. Top lane, meanwhile, Ohaiyo in a 1v3 scenario. Has the help of the Fiends with the Fire Spirits. The HP regen, though, is not going to be enough to kick in. Kuro gets low, but...
Yeah, one of the drawbacks of the support Phoenix there. Not really so much Johnny could do to disengage. Ky.xY does rotate up, split Earth off the mark, but Puppey taking a lot of damage. That's a level 3 Lightning Storm. Will they be able to find the kill on Puppey, though? It's looking unlikely. Icarus dive down for another 15 seconds, but the Lightning's there, and Puppey dies. Now Arteezy could be in a rocky situation here. He's got the Lina to back him up, throws the dagger, blink forward onto the Lesh. Ky.xY goes down, makes it a 1-for-1. Are we done here? It looks like Arteezy will back off as Ohaiyo has come back to the lane.
Now that you've already won the early to mid game. Well, I mean, they haven't won the mid game yet, but they're in a position to do so.
Yeah, I like this style of building the Viper, so you're very tanky early on. We'll hold that thought as S4 gets jumped on trying to clear out his Ancients. He'll use his mech, but I don't think it'll be enough. Certainly not. Ohaiyo gets credit for that one. Now Viper Strike comes out onto KuroKy. Throws down Power Cogs, but I don't know if they're going to help too much. Supernova secures the kill on Lina. Clockwerk falls as well. It's a 3-0, and Team Malaysia erupting with some momentum here, Parker. They'll look to
getting items to allow them to fight now, because Secret PA is not going to offer anything in a fight. Earthshaker, similar story, Beyond the Fissure is not really doing too much, and the SF is also really struggling.
Yeah, Secret starting to split up the lanes a little bit here. As they do rotate down, looks like they will reveal this Roche. Rocket Flare comes out, Ohaiyo initiates though. Laguna Blade cuts down the line straight away. Egg in a very aggressive position. The Supernova will not go off, but still, it forces Secret to focus it. And now the damage comes out. Ky.xY in the front line, still alive. Ohaiyo with a beautiful Berserker's Call. Dies to the Death Requiem. But a pretty good fight for Team Malaysia. Yeah. A lot of heroes in the grave.
Back into Roshan there. They started positioning 3-4 heroes in the bottom lane by the T2 tower, but it wasn't Roche, it was mid lane. They're looking for the kill first.
And another pitiful Death Requiem there from S4 with only 11 souls in tow.
Secret scout this one out. They did have the Rocket Flare in the pit, but...
Yep, they're positioned pretty well. Hook shot in. Aegis does get picked up by the Clockwerk. Dyer also gets the last hit on Roche.
Oh, but what a cold stun coming out from Ky.xY to the higher ground. They're going to kill everyone here. Doesn't matter if you take Roshan and Aegis. You're about to get team wiped. Yep. Zai going to be the last to fall. Loses the Aegis as well. Arteezy, nowhere to be seen. It wasn't a fight he wanted to take any part in, and with good reason.
That they want to stick around, go for the riskier barracks as it will regen. They get it down to about half health.
Ky.xY can just Edict BKB this down if he really wants to. Next Edict that's up, but
here we go. Berserker's Call initiation onto Curl from Ohaiyo. BKB's popped to plenty as Malaysia goes in. There's your egg off to the side. S4 will channel an ulti. Lina, the first one to go down, and now they focus S4. Ky.xY initiated on by Zai, but he just gets melted. Seems like Secret just don't have the resources for it. Lina will buy back. Arteezy low. Tries to blink strike back, but he goes down. Now Puppey slowed up, in some trouble. Yules will lock the Lesh in place. Okay.
Somewhat limited because of this, but at the same time, Secret do have some pretty good wards up all over the map.
And it looks like Phoenix will be going for a Shiva's Guard, but we'll hold that thought as mid lane. Ohaiyo BKB initiates in onto KuroKy. Now they find S4. He gets hexed up. Will now pop the BKB. They focus the egg, and they will find the kill there. Now Ky.xY goes on to Puppey, uses the Viper Strike. Does he actually find this kill? He does. He gets a double as the Lina goes down also. Looks like the Shadow Fiend falls off to the side as we watch Ky.xY and Arteezy duel it out. Looks like Arteezy might get the better of him here. Another nice Force Staff keeps him safe. Now they reinitiate. Slow him down with the Lightning, Berserker's Call, and it's a 4-0. Not even a trade as Malaysia just run over Team Secret.
They've just got such a big advantage right now. That was, again, all these things didn't even matter in the end, as Malaysia just used sheer item advantage and just this really scary team fight of theirs to great effect.
And an abysmal buyback status here for Secret. They had to burn a couple in the last fight. Shadow Fiend is already bought back. This will be a bottom lane barracks at the very least. Maybe even more for Team Malaysia. No Glyph for another minute or so, and no, they'll back out. They'll play this one safe.
Still a long time left on this PA respawn if they
find what little farm they can.
So Malaysia have to say about that one. Rocket Flare looking to do some scouting here, but Malaysia waiting and ready.
Oh, the smoke gets popped by Ohaiyo. Catches Berserker's Call on 2. Zai grabs Ky.xY inside of the cogs. Requiem goes off. Puppey will be the first to go down. It looks like Malaysia could still possibly take this fight. The Supernova goes off as well. Yule's onto S4. Beautiful stun from Mushi on 2. Finger to bring down S4. They'll lose the Phantom Assassin as well, but Rubik as well. Why did I say Rubik? The Phoenix as well as the Axe get taken out. A 2-for-4 trade in the end. Not the worst for Secret, but now Mushi gets isolated by Zai. The cogs actually push him away. Almost lives with the Force Staff. Will finish him off.
Zai wanted that gem. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to find it. Well, now he's just got 2 ways to lock the PA down in the fight.
Rocket Flare scouts out Roche, but look at this. Ohaiyo intercepts their train as it heads to the Roche pit. Looks like the rest of the team will come up. Power Cogs to kind of break things up a little bit here. Arteezy blinks forward very aggressively, gets a bash on Ky.xY. Now the BKBs are used. Phantom Assassin just gets blown up as 4 channels of Requiem now on the run. Is BKB about to expire? Zai puts some Cogs down to try and break up the fight. Ohaiyo almost goes down, but just barely lives.
Oh, and he blinks out as well. S4 couldn't find him. Now he's trapped in the corner. He's going to go down. Ky.xY just leading his team to kill after kill. Beyond godlike. Nothing can stop him at this point.
And Puppey could go down here as well. TP to Cardi. Ky.xY, he's going to find that, and oh boy. Secret probably close to tapping out at this point. The golden experience graph getting worse and worse. Roche 3 should go the way of Malaysia this go-around.
Kind of what you talk about. A lot of teams just time and time again underestimate this Malaysian cohort. They deliver results on LAN especially. This is where these players have shined in the past. Ohaiyo, Ky.xY, and Mushi especially on past Orange Esports teams have just dominated when people didn't really expect the team to be dominant.
And now Ky.xY just heads straight to the top lane. He is the one to pick up the Shiva's guard here. Not the Phoenix, still hanging on to that plate mail. There is a glyph for Secret, so that'll help him out a little bit. They'll use it straight away. Both supports coming up very soon here. Lina will respawn Puppey up in just a couple of seconds. Looks like they will lose a tier 3 tower, though, before the fight even breaks out. Mid-tier 3, the last one standing for the Dire. As Ky.xY focuses down the ranged barracks, going for the sure damage here. Pops the Edict, and Secret in a lot of trouble. The scarier part here as well is even though they're coming up, their buybacks still not in the best of situations.
Yep. And you can't even be falling back on buybacks at this point. So for Secret, it's you buy all you can. Your PA, you
3 tower in mid under assault. Remember, there's no glyph here, so Ky.xY can kind of slow siege this, utilize the Edict. He's in the front lines, has the Aegis the Immortal with the 27 Bloodstone charges, can come back to life twice. Now Zai hookshots in, Ky.xY Gets pushed into the base, but Ohio's right there to follow up. He's got the Berserker's call. Ky.xY eats the cheese. He goes right back up to where he was. Lina the first to fall. Now Arteezy in a lot of trouble. He'll go down. Ohaiyo off to the side. Will fall to S4. A 1-for-2 to get things started, but the tier 3's gone down. Malaysia will just focus the structures. If they can clear out this lane of barracks, it will be mega creeps, and that will squander most hope that Secret has at this point. Ky.xY still looking pretty healthy here. Has the Aegis the Immortal. There's your Supernova on the backside. S4 without a BKB gets hexed up. He will get stunned. And this could be the end of him. Puppey gets stunned up as well. Shadow Fiend falls. So does the Earthshaker. And that's the GG call. It's Team Malaysia that take game 1 in this best of 3, 44-14.
Absolutely dominant. 31 Bloodstone charges on Ky.xY at the end of this game. This is the true power and potential of a core Leshrac all across the board though. Malaysia just knew when to team fight, knew when to push, secured a good late game by getting a couple of Midases on the Viper as well as the Phoenix on top of that. They had that one kind of first Roshan fight which looked maybe a little bit shaky, but they came back and managed to just smoothly put together a game 1 victory.